Hello and welcome back to Sew April. So today is hashtag Friday Sews, and I want to thank Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for starting the hashtag. And this is where we talk about sewing, what we've done, and just life in general. So I'll go ahead and talk about what I made this week. So this last time since I talked to you, I made this dress. And I made a top to make sure that the dress was going to like fit right and everything, and I'll wear that in a minute. And then I made some adjustments on the top, so you'll have to see that. But first I'm going to go ahead and talk about the bag I made. I made the Frankie bag from Swoon, and I had talked about it on my my last haul video on my mail opening where I had my vinyl from my punk embroidery. So basically I used 3 different types of vinyl silver on this bag. So this is my bag, and I don't know how well you can see, like this is a like shiny silver, and then this is like a textured silver, and then the third one is like what I used on the straps, like here and here. It's slightly different than both of the others. They're all in the same range. I used gunmetal hardware from Fireweed Stitches. You can also like pop the bag out this way, and this is a very, very big bag. It is bigger than my moon weight. So one of the things I don't like about it is I followed the instructions, and I watched a video from I think it's Rosies Art Studio. I don't know, I'll leave her link below. And the way you're supposed to put the turn lock is you, hold on, let me take it apart. So you put it on the back of the bag, and then you fold it down to put the turn lock on. That's how it's supposed to get that like really ruched look. I really wanted it the other way, but I wasn't paying attention at that point. I did have a few problems, like always. First, let me go through the little, there's a little connector here, and then there's where the turn lock is in the front, and then some slip pockets. And then on the back I have a zipper with my tag that says "You look amazing." But I did have some problems with the bag. Some of it was my machine. I tried to do a lot of it without instructions, and I always have problems whenever I do that. So when I was cutting out the lining, I did not pay attention, and so when I was going to sew the lining for the side gusset, it was not lining up. It was like that much of a gap on each side. So I thought, something's not right. I think what happened was, I think I used the pattern for the fleece stabilizer, and I think I used that for the lining. And I think that's what happened, because I was short. So I had to add this extra piece up here, and then of course on the other side too. So that seam is not supposed to be there. I thought about color blocking it, and then I thought, no, it's totally fine to leave it like that. And then what else did I have problems with? Oh, now the pocket I found was quite interesting, because it's like a really long flap, and like there's a certain way you sew it in there, and then you put it on there. And I told my husband, I said, wow, it's like another little secret pocket here. He said, I wonder if you could fit your phone in there. And I was like, wow, yeah, that's kind of cool. So I like that little feature there. But I did get frustrated with the bag, just with so many little issues. And then like with top stitching up through the top here, my machine is still having problems with top stitching on the top, and I don't really know why. The lining does fit in there very nice. You know, it looks really good. But yeah, so I ended up in the pocket, I put my special label in here. It says made with blood and swearing. So yeah. And then when I got done, the turn lock had given me troubles and I couldn't do it right. By that time my hands were like really, really sore, and I told my husband, I said, I just don't have the strength to do that. So he actually put the turn lock on, and then I waited till the next day to put my rivets and then the strap ends on. But yeah, I think she's cute. I really do like her. I did take her out, so I do like her. But yeah, I thought it was going to be a really simple, easy sew. I did use foam in the interfacing and then Peltex on the bottom. I did put some feet on there. And then I did put foam in the flap, but not in this top piece right here. And then of course I put my stabilizers for the thing with some Peltex. But yeah, she's a really cute bag. So I think I will. I don't know if I'll make another one because, like I said, it is really big, but I do like it. I like the shape, I like the size. Now, some of the issues I also had before I even started was the fact that I wanted this shiny vinyl and this vinyl only. And I thought I didn't have enough for the straps, the connector piece, and so I thought, oh, okay, well, I could change it out and use some leopard print, and I was going to put the leopard print here and then on the straps and then the connectors. And I thought, okay, that'll look fine, because I was originally going to have rainbow hardware on there. And then when I was deciding on doing the leopard print, I decided, oh, I'll just use the gunmetal hardware, which is like a black shiny looking one. And then I ended up not doing that. And then I was going to use those chains. I was going to use the chain to lengthen this, but it's not the right size as my strap. So I think this is more like 3/4, and my straps were like 1 inch, so didn't quite work. But it actually had long enough straps that I didn't realize that it actually looks like a decent size. So yeah, but I do like this bag, and I think it's really nice, and I will use it. So yeah, there's that. And then the dress I made that for my anniversary, and then I made this dress for my anniversary. This is the Eloise dress from Made for Mermaids, and I'll put the top on in a minute and show you how I did this. But I did a ruching in the center, and then on this one I actually lengthened the sleeves 1.5 inches. Right now it's not really on my shoulder. That's why I'm wearing the little vest thing, because I didn't want to have my bra showing, and I already had shortened this, but it really needed to be shortened more to like go on my shoulder. But when I did that, the sleeve kept pulling up. So if I tighten this, I really need to lengthen this because I liked it more like that length. So yeah, I'll have to make more adjustments if I make a short sleeve one. I was talking to Chris from Sew Notes, and she might want to make one. We might do it in the fall. I'm not for sure. So I might make a long sleeve one at that point. Really don't know. But let me go ahead and put the top on that I made, and then I'll show how I did the ruching on this. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the top I made for my tester, and if you can see, it fits here perfectly fine. The problems I had were this was way too loose, and the sleeve is like really short. So that's why I had to add 1.5 inches. But it still needed more length, and it just kept, like, I'd pull it on my shoulders and it kept falling off, and I was like, okay, I'll just tighten that. And then this was a little tight because I made it smaller than the size, because I was actually measuring right here on my arm, not where the sleeve was actually going to go, because I didn't realize it was so short. So I thought, okay, I'll loosen this, tighten this one, and then add that 1.5 inches, but I still needed up here tightened more. Now, like I said, as you can see, this fit perfectly fine. The material is not as stretchy, but I didn't think it was that much difference. So, I mean, it fits actually really nice. And my plan on the dress was I did want it ruched. I didn't bring it in here. Hold on. So my plan was, I saw a dress on Pinterest, and I'll pop that in here. And then after I made this top, I was like, oh, it fits really nice. I'm fine with not ruching it, you know, like, if it's really good, I like it. It's totally fine. And then when I made it, I guess the fabric was extra big, so I'll insert a picture here. It was like really gaping, and I was like, oh my gosh, now I have to do something to ruche it. So I ruched it, and then I also ended up taking it in on the sides. And the size I made was the red to the ruby on my hip area, which didn't really affect the bodice, because the bodice was, you know, from your waist up, which would still be red where I am. And so then I decided to add the ruching, and it was so terrifying, but at that point I felt like, well, the dress was already ruined because I needed to do something to bring it in. And so what I did was I had to order some elastic, and then I just zigzagged it right down the center, and then I'll insert a picture. It wasn't enough zigzagged, so then I had to add an extra piece right in the middle to really kind of gather it together. So that was the front, or that's how it ended up looking. And I did do the binding on it like I did on the top here. So there is a binding on the front and then on the back. And then, like I said, the sleeves needed the elastic shorter. And then this part was fine this time, but I still think it should be longer. So I'll make that adjustment for the next time. And then I already covered stitched it too, because I decided to wear it out. So it's got a nice red on the cover stitch, and then I just left the black on there. I thought that's fine. So yeah, that is my Eloise, and I will insert the pictures of me wearing my dress, and then one of them actually has the bag too. Now, I'm not wearing the shoes that I'm wearing in the picture because they're a little taller than I really like to wear, but I found these ones that I have like a massive shoe collection, y'all. So I just decided to wear these, and they have like a little glass heel. So I don't even know where I got these, but yeah, I wore these to match my silver bag. But yeah, so that's all I've been working on for this week. I did go ahead and cut out some patterns for my April styles, and I've decided for, let's see, what month is this? August. I decided the pattern company I'm using is Halla. I don't know if it's Halla or Halla Patterns. I will leave a link in the description box below. If you check on their site every few days, they seem to have a sale, and they'll have like a code, and then it'll run for like 3 days, and then they'll stop it for like a day or two. So just keep checking back on it. They do have quite a few of them are free if you join their Facebook group and you look at the codes in there. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, that's all I've been really working on. And then me and my husband had just got back from eating out. We were going to end up going. He wanted to, we kind of both were debating on Roadhouse or even IHOP. And then we drove by Cracker Barrel, and I was like, oh, that kind of sounds good. And so we ended up eating at Cracker Barrel. So, yeah. And then while we were there, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen one of these in forever. And I don't ever think I've seen a dark one. So I got a dark mallow cup. Love the mallow cup. So I'm excited to have a dark one. But yeah, so that's all I've really been working on and doing. So yeah, that's it. I do have I'll have a fabric haul for y'all next week. I'm excited about that. I actually need to do it pretty soon because one of them I'm going to use for my April Styles pattern, and I'll tell you which one that one is when I'll show you the fabric, so you'll see that. But yeah, I guess that's about it. So I hope y'all have a very blessed weekend, and I will catch you next time. Bye.